Hi guys, today we will continue our alternate future of the world series. The first event to take place is the Republic of China rises up here. Democratic people supporting democracy rise up here. China quickly declares war with little success. They get pushed back in many fronts. They push up the coast, taking major populations. Russia then does not declare war on the side. I'm using red because, well, we're looking at a different war while that one continues. Actually, we'll use purple so you can tell the difference. You can tell this is not related because it's a civil war. Russia goes to war with Manchukuo, which, when Beijing hears about this, well, they invade Manchukuo too. Russia is quickly swooping in. The collapse of China was kind of imminent when it happened. The War of Manchukuo. Chinese forces start pushing in. Well, communist forces do. Which leads way to the collapse of Manchukuo. Many people in Manchukuo don't like this, so they're divided, but what can I say? I would hate to be in this future, because it's kind of leaving reality. Russia annexes huge chunks of land, which secures their city of Vladivostok. Tensions with the East and the West are at an all-time high, which is not good. Russia's becoming stronger. Xinjiang seeking protection. Well, the Republic of Xinjiang seeking support does not join the Russians' alliance. They stay neutral. And they tell both sides to accept their neutrality. Although Communist China, or Republic of China, is still upset over lands lost. This is not going to be the only group revolting. We'll look at another war and we'll use purple and green to this because we're going to come back to it later. Defender will be green, blue. Attacker will be purple. And this is where the next war happens. Algeria is deoccupied and left with a pro-Western government. Saudi Arabia becomes expansionist. and declares war on Jordan. Turkey doesn't like. So they decide to, with the support of Azerbaijan only, invade Jordan from the north. Nationalist Greece doesn't do much. America tells Turkey to withdraw, which Turkey responds with, "Why would I do that?" America says one more invasion of any country will get you just kicked out of NATO. Which they respond, "I'm a very important member of NATO." To which NATO responds, to which America responds, "Well, you're a dictator, A. Dictators aren't supposed to be in NATO. B, you're invading innocent countries. To Saudi Arabia, they say nothing. They congratulate Saudi Arabia. Pretty Western. The Peninsula Shield Force is really strong. Well, Sudan lost to the East African Federation, which is increasingly. Now back to this war. The democratic forces in China push up. This war will take a while because, well, it's this China. And every side is refusing to surrender. Pro-Russian forces, which seek way closer ties to Russia, rise up. In which this happens. And now, well, nationalists join. The nationalists. Nationalist China rises up, which is an extremely aggressive force. The Chinese, the Republic of China forces push up. Their goal is to capture strategic locations. With more Western support coming. It's approximately this point where Taiwan joins the Republic of China. And there's an election since they have so much more land. A decisive battle is happening. The pro-Russian forces start pushing down here. Nationalist China. China decides to crush. China and Russia have drifted apart because, well, Russia didn't give China their ally back land that Mongolia took and decided to take land from Manchukuo. The nationalist government doesn't flees to, where can they flee? China? No. Russia? No. Nowhere. and the government gets captured and killed. The Chinese Civil War continues. Serbia goes to war with Bosnia and Herzegovina. With forces pushing in. And the Serbs rising up. Serbia easily occupies this. With Croatia seeing this as not so good, joins. To protect Bosnia. They say it is to save Bosnia, but basically nobody believes them. Saying that you can't save a country by invading it. But Croatia says yes. Croatia meets up here with Serbians and a staring contest starts here. Well, maybe not say staring contest, but many things can be used. Each side wants to take Sarajevo as quick as they can, the capital of it. It ends up surrounded the northern part of Sarajevo, the capital. Serbia takes the southern part. Croatia takes. And so you can actually see it. We can use a color different. Like that is different enough that you can tell. This is how they draw the border. And, well, it's a good border. I kind of like that borders. Comments in the comment box. Is this good borders? Or am I crazy? You could also do many things. Including, but not limited to, subscribe. Do what you want. Serbia annexes Montenegro. Another nation has put on their last straw. It's Croatia. Catalonia declares independence. Galicia declares independence, and the Basque region declares independence, and then Aragon declares independence. Basque, which is about here, declares independence, and Aragon, which looks like this, declares independence. Spain says all these votes were rigged and declares war. Seeing that the richest area of Spain is Catalonia, which seek to unite with Aragon, Spain invades these two places. France gets involved on the side of Catalonia. Portugal because of Galicia. And the United States because, as we learned, they're gone imperialist. Hope that doesn't actually happen. America kicks Spain out of NATO for this aggressive action, which actually puts fear in NATO members because America invaded many countries. Like Mexico, they joined a war against. Were they the aggressor in the Iraq war? Maybe. Spain starts a final push, which they manage to take Barcelona. They have a final push up here, which they wipe out it, and then they push here. And then they are out of resources because they blitzkrieg too much. French troops arrive, British troops. Well, Britain is not directly involved. But Spain kicked out of the World Treaty Organization. I think I've been calling it NATO. Well, a push towards the capital with American forces start. Bombing campaigns are taken out across cities in Spain. Spain's capital gets surrounded. Spain refuses to surrender. Capital is taken. Basque is taken back because they could speed run that because Spain was very distracted. Pushed down even more. It is at this point Spain agrees to surrender. Well, how do I fix this? Well, I do that. How do I fix the inability to zoom? Well, it's not broken. Portugal gains some lands up here. Aragon, Catalonia gets land. No, Basque gets land there. Catalonia gains lands here. France gains lands there. Spain maintains its independence, but Spain, after this, they have an election, which, guess what it elects? A pro-Putin person. But Spain says that's not. The pro-Putin supporters lose the election. Putin sends arms to them. Turkish support for NATO starts going after they see what America did. It was for their national security, they say, but Turkey said the wars it's been involved in so far were for national security. America says it's BS. With pro-Russian supporters in Spain rising up. NATO sends pro-NATO forces which rise up here. The pro-Russian forces start their invasion well, as Russia is sending T-90s. Even going as far to say NATO is a security threat. The rest of Spain falls. The pro-NATO forces then fall. This was a quick civil war. And they join the Russian alliance. Serbia joins the Great CSTO alliance. Greece joins it. Tensions between the two nations are at an all-time high. China is collapsing. The Republic. Now let's just go to this war. let's see how much more action takes place before we, well, I don't like the Yunnan looking area. Neither do I like Tibet. Look, but I think Tibet is actually pretty nice compared to Yunnan. Look at it. Just asking to be re-annexed. The communist forces start falling. The battle for the coast is... The Republic of China is doing well, but they do have one setback. China pushes them back in the northeast. Northwest. Pro-Russia forces start looping around by Russia. China is becoming one of the weakest nations on the planet. Iraq gets released as a democratic nation. Turkey declares war on it. Turkey and Azerbaijan are officially kicked out of NATO. But they don't care. They are sanctioned. They don't care. They keep pushing down. Saudi Arabia requests, well, they get the lands they occupy. Now everything has gone fiction, but I'd say we're about 25 years into the future. Turkey is becoming even more neo-Ottomanist. After being kicked out of NATO, they're still strong. You don't see the threat. But this is what China looks like, falling apart. European nations are starting to get upset with NATO policies, saying that America is dictating them and other things. Don't know who Turkey's allies are besides the former government of Pakistan. And, well, this is the video's end. Let's recap. Spain collapsed, then decided to go to war with Catalonia, Galicia, Aragon, and everything. Well, they lost that. Then a civil war happened. They became pro-Russian. Serbia joined the CSTO. Greece joined the CSTO. Turkey and Azerbaijan, for expansionist tendencies, got kicked out of NATO and sanctioned. Saudi Arabia, which has expanded, got no sanctions. Then we had China, who fell into civil war. And Russia invaded Manchukuo. China took some of Manchukuo. Pro-Russian forces rose. We have these forces, those forces. And Iraq was released, invaded by Turkey. Algeria was released, and that's it for the video. Taiwan joined the Republic of China. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. And this is Wild Mapper, who is now out.